What would you do if you were called the ugliest person in the world? Now, what would you say to that person? What if there were over 1 million people who witnessed you being named the ugliest person in the world? To be honest, if that ever happened to me, I would have to want to punch every single one of them in the face, but I'm pretty sure that's not going to make me feel any better about myself. Now, there are just so many people who hide behind a computer screen or their phones and hate on people all day long. And sometimes it can be quite overwhelming with all this hate going around. Hopefully none of you go through this kind of hate or cyberbullying. But if you do come across them, what do you do to tune all these haters out of your mind? Let us know while the first song goes out. This is Kelly Clarkson with Stronger. That was Kelly Clarkson with Stronger, and you guys are now tuned into TBS efm 101.3, listening to What's Poppin'. And the first half of our show is brought to you by 11th Street and Asiana Airlines. Welcome back to the first half of What's Poppin' with Brian Ju on TBS efm 101.3 in Seoul and its surrounding areas, GFN 98.7 in Gwangju and 93.7 in Yeosu. Now, here are ways you can get in contact with us. Send us a text to sharp or pound 1013, but you will be charged 51, of course. We're live in the studio today. Let me emphasize that again. Live in the studio today. So give us a call at 02-778-1013. Hit us up on Twitter at TBS What's Poppin'. Also about this week's Open Studio, guess what? There is none. So today after our live show, please do not be at TBS. I know some of you are confused, might show up. If you want to show up and just say hi to me, that's cool, but we do not have Open Studio today. That will be next Wednesday. So if you want more information, please send us an email to efmpoppin@gmail.com if you have any questions at all. Don't hesitate. Questions about how to get here or what time we start, we'll let you know. So just email us, guys. Now, with that said, we're going to get into Pop a Verse. Now, you guys know by now, since we got the new season going and everything, or since last season, Pop a Verse is where I actually drop a verse on you about what I gave you, my thoughts at the very beginning of our show. And your job is to try to figure out which songs I took the songs from. Alrighty? So, check it out. Here we go. Alrighty, y'all. The very first question I asked today was because there is, in fact, someone who was labeled, and I don't like this title at all, the world's ugliest woman, through a video of herself that she discovered when she was in high school, and it had more than 4 million views. Now, the person I'm talking about is Lizzie Velasquez, and she was born with a very rare syndrome. And only 3 cases are known in the world, and of course, she's one of them. And she never gains any weight no matter how much she eats, but it's not as good as you guys think it is. All you ladies out there is like, I would love that. No, it's not as good as it sounds. And this syndrome caused fat loss, accelerated aging, and blindness in one eye. Now, before that video she saw on the internet, she was living life like any other girl through the love and support of her family. But after she saw that video of herself, along with thousands of cruel comments, she decided that she could either let those haters bring her down, or she could channel that negativity to fuel her reach, her goals, and dreams. Now, that's the day she decided that she will become a motivational speaker, a writer, and she promised herself to get educated, get married, and make a family with all the support of the haters, of course. And she graduated college, and she wrote 3 books, and she's speaking all around the world. And I guess I'll end this segment with something that she said that actually is very important, and I agree what she says, and I emphasize this as I say it, and it's define yourself on your own terms, not what other people say. That's very true. So every time anybody comes at you with a negative comment, just say, you shoot me down, but I won't fall. I am titanium. That was David Guetta featuring Sia with Titanium. I don't know if you guys figured it out by the way I sang the song, but it was too easy because the lyrics were in there. I said, I'm titanium. Obviously, if you didn't know that song, then you need to do your music checkup, y'all. Anyways, y'all know what today is. Today is Wednesday, which means we're going to be listening to some dance music during our Pop, Lock, and Drop. Pop, lock, and drop it. Pop, lock, and drop it. So I want you guys to request all your favorite dance tracks, especially right now. It's the wintertime. You want to warm up. It's too cold outside. One thing I like to do when I'm cold is get some dancing in. And even when I'm working out between sets and stuff like that, I like to dance. So play, or please request so we can play your favorite dance songs online today. Right now we have a lot of Twitter things blowing up right now. One is from Keiko. She said, good morning. I want to request Let Me Go, Avril Lavigne. Thank you. We'll keep that in mind. I don't know if Avril Lavigne has a dance track. I thought she was more rock music. All right. Man wrote, funny how this song matches what my friends say. Bulletproof means no one gonna bring me down. That's true. That's true. I said prue. That's very true. You're bulletproof. No one can shoot you. No one will knock you over. And like they say in life, when you do fail, when you get knocked down, you just pull yourself up again. And you never know how to get better unless you do fail. So sometimes failing in life could actually make you a better person. And if people give you negative comments, sometimes you can grow stronger from those negative comments. Trust me, I've had some negative comments in my life. I had people come up to me, to my face, and be like, oh my God, you very, very short. And I'm like, I know I'm short. It's not a choice. Don't make fun of me. And you know what? It just makes me stronger. You just have to find other things that you're good at. Something that, that people could notice that are positive about you. Like, I might be short, but guess what? I can beat you in an arm wrestling competition. Something that can make you feel better, more positive, So don't let the negative comments bring you down, but make them, make it work for you. Make the negative comments work for you guys. So keep that in mind while the next song goes out. It's probably a good sample of what pop locking and dropping is all about. So check out this next song and make sure your requests are flying in, y'all. This is Flo Rida featuring Sia again. This is how popular Sia is. She's on every track. I'm going to put her on my track. And the song is called Wild Ones. All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, now it's time for Brian's tip to tip the scale. Now, when I mean tip the scale, I don't necessarily mean losing weight. I'm just going to give you health tips, of course, to tip your scale towards a better life. Now, sometimes when you don't feel too good about ourselves, we like to stuff our faces with all kinds of greasy, sugary goods, but that's not going to help you. If not, it might even worsen the way we feel about ourselves. But no worries, because it doesn't always take a hardcore workout to burn off those extra calories that you've consumed through those guilty pleasures. So I'm going to give you a guideline of what kind of workout you can do for the bad foods you want to eat and what you choose to eat. Number one, a slice of pepperoni pizza is around 290 calories. And if you want to undo these calories, 60 minutes of fast-paced dancing or 90 minutes of walking around a shopping mall can do the trick. So today's perfect. Pop a lock and dropping, eat a slice of pizza, and dance for 60 minutes. Alrighty? A can of pop or soda, of course, 12-ounce can, sugary pop is about 150 calories. So if you need to burn those calories, all you got to do is spend about 40 minutes walking your dog or, just, I guess, speed it up a little bit. 30 minutes of power walking might even help y'all. So keep that in mind. And those two for now, that's all I can give you because that's all the time we have for the first half of our show. And the last song for the first half of our show, great song by Leighton Meester featuring Robin Thicke with Someone to Love. And I'll see you in part 2. Welcome back to the second half of What's Poppin'. You're here with your man, Brian Jew. I'm trying to get y'all pumped up because y'all know what time it is. It's time to get your dance on. It's time to get your cray on. And right now, it's time to get down with Brian Jew because we're about to drop some pop, lock, and dropping on you. And you can request your favorite dance song by sending us a text to #1013 for a charge of 51, of course. Also, you can hit us up on Twitter, all the different message ways of sending us all your requests. And also, we're live today, y'all, so give me a call at 02-778-1013 and share all your positive vibes with us and, of course, most importantly, your song requests. But before we get into all that good stuff, we got a message from our sponsors, which are Hyundai Motors, Pasco, and Dongza Food. Oh, can you feel that, y'all? That's me getting pumped up right now to get y'all pumped up as well, because we're going to get into some pop, lock, and dropping music. Now, the first song I want to play for y'all right now is a very talented woman from the UK who's not only musically talented, but also she's a great dancer. She's a famous television personality, a fashionista, and a style icon, and she used to be the judge for a TV show called X Factor. Of course, I'm talking about the beautiful, the wonderful Cheryl Cole. I know people from the UK love her because I know my UK friends and fans have recommended me her songs, of course. And we're going to play one of her biggest hits right now, and the song is called Fight for This Love. That was Cheryl Cole with Fight for This Love. It's a great song. And it's very true what she says in this song because, a lot of people, when they talk about love, they talk about not quitting. And quitting is out of the question, of course, and that's what she's saying in this song. And when it gets tough, of course, you got to fight a little bit more for this love. And I agree with her. It's something that you work at. Love isn't something that's like, oh my gosh, I'm in love. It's going to work so great. No. If you really love somebody, you both have to work things out. And that's how it works. You can't just expect to bat your eyes and hope for the best because, hoping is good, but you can't really see any outcome and good things unless you guys really fight for that relationship, y'all. So keep that in mind. And right now, I want to remind you guys again, send in your dance, not ballads, not R&B today. R&B, of course, you guys know is on Mondays, but dance songs. Send in requests, of course, you could do it by messaging us at #1013 for a charge of 51. We're live today, y'all, so give us a call, 02778-1013. And, hit us up on Twitter. That's probably the easiest way because we're blowing up on Twitter every day at TBS What's Poppin'. Alrighty, guys, we're going to get to the next song. The next song is a request by Maliana. And it's a song by Alexis Jordan, talented young girl. And the song's called Happiness. And I want to dedicate the song to my little cousin as well, who was with me for about 5 months. And she's actually about to board her flight to go back to the States. So Miju, and if you're listening, hope you have a safe flight back to America. And I'll see you in a couple of months when you come back to see me again. It was nice having you, even though I was a pesty cousin telling you to do this and that. 청소해, 설거지해, 빨래해. But you know what? I'm just trying to make you an adult, a young adult. So, all right, this is for you. This is Alexis Jordan with Happiness. That was Alexis Jordan with Happiness for You. Yeah, that song actually pumped me up. I never heard that song before, but it's one of those songs that, if you're jogging outside on a nice, beautiful, sunny day, it'll just make you put a smile on your face. And that's what we're here to do. We're trying to make y'all feel happiness. Now, there are a lot of talented people out there, y'all know. Not only musically, but also the business side, of course, that they do and how involved they are in the music industry. And the next artist I want to introduce to you guys is a whole lot of man in that way. Now, Mr. Tinchy Stryder, I don't know if y'all heard of him or his name, but he's a very famous British musician. Yes, he's a British musician, music executive, A&R executive, investor, businessman, and lastly, he is the co-founder of Takeover Rock Nation. He co-owns that label with none other than, of course, Mr. Jay-Z. That was an effect. That was me. That's me. That's talented right there. Now, you have to be really passionate about music if you really already have all those things and still release tracks. But Tinchy Stryder has been releasing music since 1997. So that was a long time ago with 3 full studio albums, and he continues to hustle. He's trying to make it in the game, which is a good thing. He's working hard for his money. Now, let's see what he has in store for us in 2014. And in the meantime, let's listen to one of his songs. This is Tinchy Stryder featuring N-Dubs with Number One. That was Tinchy Stryder featuring N-Dubs with Number One. And right now, we're going to get some Twitter comments before we get to the next song. And Maliana is funny because she said earlier, she goes, I do have one song request for today. Late, I know, Alexis Jordan, Happiness. And since we played it while she was putting the request in, she wrote, it feels like Maliana Day, LOL. Because obviously we've been playing, earlier I read one of her tweets and we played a song that she wanted to request, but we already played it. So she said she didn't have a request. But look at that. We played another request for you without even knowing it. Something's happening between us, Maliana. All right. She also wrote, today's show has been fun. Luckily, my chair has good springs for all the bouncing it gets. Oh, it's good. As long as you're having a good time, bouncing up in your chair. If you're at work, just don't get caught because I don't want you to get in trouble. People are like, what are you doing? I was like, I'm listening to What's Poppin'. Turn that off. You fired. I don't want to hear any of that stuff happen. All right, guys? Also, Brian Drew Canada wrote, definitely not all rosy all the time. Got to work together at maintaining the relationship. That's very true because earlier we were talking about relationships and how you can maintain them. Of course, because we're talking about that Cheryl Cole song earlier. And that's true. It's not rosy all the time. You can't expect a relationship to be all fun and games and all beautified and all that stuff. Sometimes the rough times come in. You guys argue. There's going to be differences. But you guys have to learn to fight for that. You know what? Or not, you're just going to end up breaking up. There's nobody in life that you're going to find that's the perfect person for you. Because nobody's perfect. We're only human. We're going to make mistakes. And one mistake that I make, it's going to, of course, upset somebody else. And one mistake somebody else makes is going to upset me. But we got to learn to, work around that. Everybody makes mistakes. Nobody is perfect, y'all. So keep that in mind. Also, we have one from Keiko. She wrote, I want to request A Light That Never Comes by Linkin Park featuring Steve Aoki. That's all she wrote. She just wanted a request. Alrighty. Also, oh my gosh, we have a lot. Serena Chongro suffers from insomnia last night. Hope I will stay away from my meeting today. Please play Insomnia by Craig David. All right, we have too many song requests in a short amount of time, y'all, so I can't really play them all for you. But you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to play another song, and it's because, guess who the DJ is? It's B. Jew, Brian Jew. And I'm falling in love with y'all. I'm making y'all fall in love with me. This is Usher with DJ Got Us Falling in Love. You're welcome, everybody. Get it? Because I'm trying to connect to the song. Anyways, that was Usher with DJ Got Us Falling in Love. And you guys know we're at the end of our show. Now, my question to you is, how boring would life be if everybody looked like Brad Pitt or Angelina Jolie, one of those famous faces, all those gorgeous faces that we see in the world? And the world would be much more fun. Not and less interesting if we all look that way, because you are who you are because you're supposed to look that way. God created you in his own image, y'all. Now, don't doubt for a second that you are less than anybody out there, because you are fearfully, wonderfully made, born for a purpose on this earth. So don't let them haters bring you down. Hoping to see a better, stronger you in the near future, of course. But for now, we got the last song of our show, and our last song is requested by Ebony. There you go, Ebony. I know you're going to freak out if we didn't play this song for you. We got to do this for you, Ebony, because you are an avid listener, a big-time fan of our show. And the song that she requested is by the beautiful Beyonce, man, featuring Sean Paul. Dang, ba-dang, ba-dang, dang. I don't know what he says in his raps, but he sound cool. So that's Beyonce featuring Sean Paul with Baby Boy. Last song requested by Ebony, of course. And this is your boy Brian Jew signing off. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. I love ya tomorrow. Peace, y'all.